Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Either way, I'm super excited to be hanging out with you guys today. We are bringing it back to my skincare roots, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys my holy grail anti-aging serums today, slash ingredients I should say, because I wanted to talk through the ingredients that I really seek out and prioritize as part of my weekly skincare routine. And I was inspired to make this video because I feel like there are 1,000,001 anti-aging ingredients out there. It just is so overwhelming to sift through and figure out which ingredients are most important, which ingredients are gonna make the biggest difference in your skin. So I thought that this video would be helpful and hopefully something that you can actually feel like you can immediately implement in your life and relieve some of that stress of all of the anti-aging ingredients. So if you're interested in hearing which ingredients I think have made the biggest difference in my skin with anti-aging so far and just really helped me to maintain healthy, glowy looking skin, then you've come to the right spot. We're gonna jump right into that. Before we do, in case you are new here, a little background on me. My name's Abbey, and I'm basically obsessed with all things beauty. So I love to research skincare and hair care, test and review new products. You can expect to see content like that, plus more from me on my channel. So if you're into that kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to come hang out with me on Instagram and TikTok. Username is Abbey Young, which is right here for you. And I just recently launched my Instagram Lightroom preset filters to help you guys edit photos really quickly and easily, and help myself edit photos quickly and easily, because I just was getting sick of the really harshly over-edited look. I feel like I didn't take pictures all of 2020. I'm just excited to start taking photos again and start living life again in 2021. And I wanted some quick and easy filters that just make photos pop but aren't so intense like some of the old school filters. So if you guys are interested in that, those will be linked below. Otherwise, that is it for housekeeping. Let's jump into this video and talk about my holy grail serums. Okay, so the first product that I have to show you guys is not a serum in the traditional sense of the word. It's not liquidy and watery, so I almost forgot to include it, but this is my holy grail gold standard anti-aging ingredient. Takes top priority for me. If I couldn't use anything else, I would be okay, because that is how much this ingredient has transformed my skin. And that ingredient is tretinoin. So if you're not familiar with tretinoin, that is a form of a retinoid that, like I said, is like the gold standard in skincare for anti-aging. It has so many different benefits for the skin. Helps to fade discoloration like hyperpigmentation. If you have discoloration from acne scars, it will help to fade that. It helps to increase cell turnover, so it just makes everything better. It smooths the skin if you have rough texture. It helps with acne. It helps to prevent fine lines and wrinkles from forming. I cannot express to you guys how grateful I am for tretinoin. It's the best thing I've ever done for my skin, and I don't say that lightly. I was with a friend last weekend and she was looking at my skin and she's like, why do you look like you have foundation on? Why does your skin look like that? And why does mine not? And I was like, pull up your phone right now. We're pulling up Curology, because that is where I get my tretinoin from. No, this is not an ad. They're not paying me to say this. I actually don't make a dime off of mentioning this. They did give me about 6 months worth of free product, but that is the level of the exchange. So keeping it transparent as always, but I have had a really good experience with them. If you want to see just my full, in-depth, honest thoughts and experience before and after, I will link that video below, which is also an unsponsored video, but I've had a really great time using Curology. I think it's a really good service, and I recommend it to all my friends. She ordered it and sent me her screenshot after, and I was like, yes, get ready for amazing skin. So tretinoin, be all end all, king, queen ingredient, whatever you want to call it. Holy crap. It's the real deal. If you want to know more about this ingredient, because this is a hefty topic of an ingredient, I have a couple videos talking all about it in depth. Aside from the benefits that you can see, I talk about ways to minimize irritation if you're first starting to use it, because it can be really irritating. I talk about how I use it in my skincare routine, all details like that. Those videos will be listed below, but how I do use this is at night, and right now I'm actually using this as the final step in my PM skincare routine. The new prescription that I got from Curology is a little bit too irritating for me if I apply it underneath moisturizer, so I apply it on top of moisturizer, last step in my skincare routine, and then I am so ready to go to bed because I know that I have my Tret on. So That is number one. Okay, the next set of ingredients that I prioritize in my skincare routine are peptides, and I'm going to talk about these at the same time as niacinamide because the serum that I have with peptides also has niacinamide, which is also why I love it. Niacinamide is definitely an ingredient that I prioritize as well, but I don't need to look for standalone niacinamide serums anymore because it's in everything, including this serum right here, which is the Dermatology Needleless Serum. This is definitely the priciest serum that I own aside from Tretinoin, but I truly think it is worth every penny. I was just reading through all of the ingredients again last night, like what the actual heck? This has so many amazing ingredients in it, so that is why I'm still including it in this video. I really just don't like to break the bank when it comes to skincare. If I can find something amazing that's affordable, I'm gonna pick that every time, but I have yet to find something that is this amazing at a lower price point. So if you guys are interested in purchasing from Dermatology, I do have a 20% off link with them. It's changed slightly. It used to be a coupon code, now it's just a link. So I have that listed in my description box of all of my videos. If you click that, you'll automatically get 20% off their entire site. Obviously, you don't have to do that, but it does make it a little bit more reasonable than without. But enough of all of that. Let's talk about why I love this so much. So this has 2 different peptides in it that when put together form something called Matrixyl 3000. This is a combination of peptides that's been shown to help to boost collagen production. Such a great little anti-aging duo. But that is not all. This also has niacinamide, it has hyaluronic acid, an ingredient called methylglucoside phosphate that when combined with amino acids can also help to boost collagen production as well. So many powerhouse ingredients in this. It's honestly not even all there is to this. There's more, but I'm not gonna sit here and read through every single one. This is just, it's my holy grail nighttime serum for a reason. Hopefully you guys can see now. So how I like to use this is every single night after cleansing on damp skin and before moisturizer. It's such a nice lightweight formulation, non-sticky, non-tacky, doesn't pill for me ever. It's 10 out of 10. I love it so much. My next holy grail ingredient slash product is vitamin C or ascorbic acid, and my current favorite is the timeless 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, and vitamin E serum. Quick little rundown on ascorbic acid and why I personally choose to use it in my skincare routine. I do feel like it just makes my skin look glowier ever since I started to incorporate it, but it's also supposed to help to boost collagen production and fade dark spots, so a good ingredient to consider if you have dark spots or hyperpigmentation of any kind. And when used under sunscreen, which we're always doing anyway, it can help to provide us with further photo protection, which I'm all about. Any way that we can get extra protection from UV rays, which is the most important thing to do for anti-aging. I should have put sunscreen in this video, been a little sneaky. Anything that can do that, I am a huge fan of. And the reason why I love this so much, there's a couple different reasons. Number one is because it has the right set of ingredients for ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is a problematic ingredient. It's unstable. It can oxidize really easily, which basically makes it ineffective. But a way that you can help to stabilize it is by including ingredients like ferulic acid and vitamin E. Those ingredients help to stabilize that ascorbic acid, but also when used together, help to provide even further photo protection, which just makes me even more excited. So those 3 ingredients, when used together, work together synergistically. So when it comes to an ascorbic acid product, that's kind of like the gold standard for making sure that it's as stable as possible. But the other reason why this has become my number 1 holy grail vitamin C serum is because it has 20% vitamin C in it, which is a really great concentration to aim for. So when it comes to ascorbic acid products, you'll typically find percentages from anywhere between 10 to 30%. And when you increase the percentage of ascorbic acid, you increase the potency of it, so it will be more effective, but you also increase the likelihood for irritation. So at that 30% mark, that can be really, really irritating for some. I don't even try to mess with that. I know my skin, it's far too sensitive, and honestly, sometimes even 20% is too much for me. So if I'm having one of those days when my skin is really reactive, I will just skip it altogether. But otherwise, I think 20% is a really good percentage to aim for. If you've tried a 20% serum like this or another one and it's just been too irritating for your skin, Dermatology does have a 15% vitamin C serum that is really, really good that I've used a lot before. So I'll link that below as well. But the last reason why this is so amazing is because it has a pump on it. And the reason why that's so important for ascorbic acid is because that ingredient oxidizes when it's exposed to light and air. So this helps to prevent any light and air from seeping into the bottle versus a dropper, which when you lift out, then you do have some exposure through the top of that. So basically, best setup you can get here for vitamin C. We have a high concentration of ascorbic acid, we have the ferulic acid, vitamin E, we have the pump. It doesn't really get better, and honestly, this price point is insanely low for everything that you're getting. I have not seen anything else priced this low that has everything that this has going on. So I really would recommend this product. How I personally use this is as part of my morning skincare routine, so kind of my Holy Grail AM serum, and I will use this similar to that Dermatology needleless serum after cleansing, before moisturizer. The second to last ingredient that I think can make a really big difference in the skin when it comes to anti-aging is glycolic acid, which is a form of an alpha hydroxy acid. I actually just recently uploaded a video talking all about alpha hydroxy acid, so all the different types, breaking down the differences between them. So glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic, tartaric, citric. There are so many, and I give you guys product recommendations for each of those ingredients in that video. So if you've been trying to figure out which AHA is going to help you the most and help to kind of fix your skin concerns or needs, then I definitely would check out that video, which is listed below. But glycolic acid, great anti-aging ingredient, and this one is actually a combination of 10% glycolic acid and 2% lactic acid. So something that, again, is going to help to boost collagen production, smooth the skin, fade dark spots, help to exfoliate the skin so that you just have smoother, healthier, glowier skin. The product that I really love for this is the Geek and Gorgeous Smooth Out 12% AHA plus Cactus Liquid. So this actually has 10% glycolic acid, 2% lactic acid, and I personally love this one because it's not as high as some other glycolic acid products that just would really irritate my skin. Like I was saying, my skin is super sensitive, and with daily tretinoin use, a high concentration of glycolic acid on top of that does not work, even if I use them at alternate times of day. Tretinoin, just, I've said this before, I have tret face. It's just permanently overly sensitive because of that ingredient, but because I prioritize that ingredient, I just aim for something that has a little bit lower of a percentage of glycolic acid, which this one does. And there are a few different ways that you can use a product like this. Again, it's an ingredient that can be irritating, especially because it has to be formulated at a low pH, just like ascorbic acid. So while you can use them together, using two products at that low pH back to back can be just too irritating for some. So because this is at 12%, I actually have used these together, where I first will apply this after cleansing, then apply this on top of it, then moisturizer, and sometimes I actually can get away with that without irritation at all. Other times, which is the majority of the time, I can tell that that's just not gonna work for me that day. So what I typically like to do with this is alternate days, where I'll use an exfoliant, my glycolic acid one day, then I'll use my ascorbic acid the next. So I'll typically use something like this 2 to 3 times a week, and that is what I can handle without excessive irritation. If you can do more than that, go for it. You just have to keep in mind the percentage that you're using, and again, really high percentages you don't want to use daily. So this is a very liquidy, watery product. Again, not really a serum in the traditional sense of the word, but an anti-aging ingredient that I think is really impressive. And the very last ingredient that I like to incorporate into my skincare routine is hyaluronic acid. And this is definitely not an ingredient that we need to seek out on its own. There are so many products that have this ingredient in them, but I wanted to make sure that I was bringing up a hydrating serum in general because it's very important to keep our skin hydrated. This is what's going to keep our skin looking plump. If we do have fine lines, dull skin, dehydrated skin, all of those things can make our skin look more aged than it really is, and keeping it nice and hydrated is super important to help to prevent that and just help to make our skin look nice and glowy. And the product that I think is great for this is the Inculus hyaluronic acid. So this has 2 different forms of hyaluronic acid in it at different molecular weights, meaning it's going to penetrate at different levels, providing different levels of hydration. So that's really great and something to look out for in a hyaluronic acid serum, but it also has peptides in it to help to replenish the skin. So when I use a hyaluronic acid serum like this, or just a hydrating serum in general, I will use them in the morning, and I'll do that after I use my treatment. So whether that is glycolic acid or ascorbic acid, then I'll go ahead and apply a nice hydrating serum and then finish up with moisturizer and sunscreen after that. I typically don't use these at night because the needleless serum from Dermatology has such nice hydrating ingredients in it already. Again, it's just kind of more bang for your buck here, and I don't need a separate serum, but I do really enjoy using one like this in the morning, and this one is really affordable, which is great. All right, those are officially all of the products that I wanted to talk through with you guys today. Of course, there are so many other ingredients out there that can help to improve the skin that I didn't cover here, But again, these are just the ones that I prioritize. So if you guys are interested in a video where I break down all of those ingredients like alpha-arbutin, tranexamic acid, some of those things that are talked about maybe not as often but are still out there, and maybe if those are ingredients that would be more worthwhile for you, then let me know. I can definitely do a video like that. But hopefully this was helpful nonetheless, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Have you tried any of these products or any of these ingredients, your holy grail ingredients as well? Let me know in the comments below, and of course, as always, everything that I talked about will be listed in my description box for you guys in order of mention, so that it's nice and easy to find. If you did enjoy this video, you know the drill. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, click on that notification bell, send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing all of those things. They really do go a long way in helping me. I really, really appreciate it. And other than that, my next video will be up in a few days, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.